Hello everyone. We have been looking at different components within LangChain. So one of the core components that we have been dealing with is this prompt. We have made use of prompts while creating the sequential chains like you observe in this particular script that I'm depicting. So simplechain.py is a script that we have written in one of our earlier sessions where we essentially have created a prompt as well as a chat model object. So this sequential chain that we have created makes use of this prompt template class for carving out the prompt. We have defined a specific variable name as well, which we are going to provide a value to right before invoking the chain, and we pass the variable name and value as key value pairs while invoking this particular chain. So this is the whole exercise that we have conducted. So in this session, let's look at doing a deep dive into both prompt template as well as chat prompt template. So chat prompt template, to be more specific, since most of the chat models expect your prompt to be stacked with different set of messages, each message may have a different role. So prompt template is typically used when your prompt is a single input text. So this is a single block of text that we have generated by making use of this particular prompt template. So whatever prompt template that we have made use of and whatever prompt that we have constructed by imputing this particular variable name, it is a single input block. Whereas the chat prompt template lets you create a stack of messages. Each message may have a different role altogether. Okay, let's try to do a deep dive into chat prompt template and let's put that into practice now. Let's first import all the necessary libraries like langchain.prompts. From the prompts module, you basically import both chat prompt template as well as prompt template if we are looking at making use of prompt template in this exercise. Since we're not looking at using prompt template, importing chat prompt template alone would suffice. Let's also use LangChain OpenAI in order to import this chat OpenAI class. So chat OpenAI class is basically used to create the chat model object. Let me set the temperature to 0 and let's also point to this particular model of GPT-4. So let's assign this to an object called chat model. So we basically have created the chat model, which will be using the sequential chain that we eventually will create. So once we have the chat model, let's actually look at building the prompt template. So before we build the prompt template, I would want to create a question answering bot, which is related to the stock analysis. We have done a stock analysis in one of our earlier sessions about Tesla and Apple stocks, right? Or Meta stocks. We essentially have looked at using chain with memory in order to keep track of all the conversation history that occurred in the past and use all that conversation history in answering the latest question. But that's a different exercise altogether that we have created. But for now, whatever question answering bot that you are going to create, we basically are going to make use of a particular context or define the context for answering a particular question. Let's say that this is a query. How many vehicles did Tesla sell in third quarter? So this is a question that our question answering bot should be able to answer with a predefined set of context. So we do not know what the context is, isn't it? At the moment, we do not know what the context is. So this context can be pulled either from a Google search API, right? So we can make use of a Google search API to pull out this context, or this can also be part of a vector store, and we will be able to retrieve this particular relevant context based on the query that you are trying to post, right? That is a different subject altogether. We'll be doing a deep dive into what RAG is, that is retrieval augmented generation, in one of our upcoming sessions. But for now, let's assume that this context is frozen. So we have a text already that's being retrieved from a vector store, or this is being retrieved from a Google search API. So this is an assumption that we are going to make in order to solve this exercise. So we have the context already available. So now the LLM should be able to answer this particular query based upon the context that we have supplied. So let me define this prompt variable now. Prompt will have a defined rules to it. Like I'm just trying to instruct the chat model or instruct the LLM stating that you are a professional stock market expert. Sorry about that. Stock market expert. You should be able to answer any relevant stock market queries. Along with this general rule that we are providing, we are also asking the LLM to consider the below context. Please consider the below context while answering the question. Let's provide the context. When you do not know the answer, please respond, I do not know. So basically we are asking LLM to not provide hallucinated responses, but rather strictly confined to the context that we are providing. This is a generic prompt that we have created, right? So now let's create the actual prompt template by using this class called ChatPromptTemplate. We'll be able to access this particular function called from messages, wherein we are going to provide specific set of messages now, right? So what are the specific set of messages that we plan to provide? So I did mention to you that we can be able to have different structured messages that we can input to your chat model. So these structured messages can have role associated with each one of these, right? So now the first message is having this particular role called system. And this will hold the prompt that we have defined previously. So this particular prompt is system message, which is like defining the rules, defining the instructions for the large language model, and also providing context. So context here is the input variable, right? So once we define what our system message is, we can also provide what the user message is. The user message is nothing but the query. The query that we are trying to retrieve a response from the LLM is this: how many vehicles did Tesla sell in third quarter? So this is a query. So we need to get an answer for this by referencing the given context. So the LLM need to strictly confine to the context that we have supplied. So now we have created a structured prompt template which involves two different messages, one of which is system message, the other one is human message, which is the user query here, right? So we're calling this as prompt_template. So when you check for the input variables of this prompt template, we clearly can understand that the input variables are context. So this also is an input variable, but it's not recognizing it as an input variable unless we explicitly provide within this curly braces, right? So now we have both context and query as the input variables that are defined within our prompt template. Now let's define our pipeline. The pipeline here is nothing but the chain that we are going to construct now. So here we are trying to provide what our query is. So query here will be simply a lambda expression, which is referencing the key called query in the dictionary that we are going to provide within the argument while we are trying to invoke this pipeline. So if it's too complex, let's try to restrict this thought for a second and then try to understand it a little later. So query and context are the two variables that we would need to supplement while we basically create this chain. So context is context again here. So now this needs to be associated, or the next step here within the pipeline could be the prompt template that we already have defined, followed by the chat model that we already have defined. So this is a pipeline that we are essentially going to invoke. And as we have clearly defined, this pipeline expects two different variables, query and context. Query is being used by the user message, and context here is being used within the prompt. This context is also a different variable. We are just trying to provide values for these two different variables. While invoking, we provide these values. That's what I was trying to explain a little while ago. So we will provide query. And what could be the query here? Query is nothing but query because we already have saved the relevant query information in this variable called query. And the second key value pair here is going to be context. So context also we have defined in one of our previous steps. So this here is going to be response. So response.content is going to be the answer for our question. So the answer is, in the third quarter of 2025, Tesla delivered a total of 497,099 vehicles. So how did it get this number? This number is already there which is part of this particular context here. If you see, this number is being retrieved from the context. So retrieving the context is one of the critical steps in any LLM based application that you are going to create. What we are essentially understanding in this whole exercise is that chat prompt template is going to help us define roles for different messages that we are going to structure within our input prompt. So now the prompt that we have created has got two different messages, right? One of which is system message, which defines the rules where we are trying to provide instructions to the large language model and supplementing it with the context. And user has got the user query. So user query is always provided by human, right? And that's why this is a human message. We have strictly defined the roles of these different messages and structure it in a proper format while sending it as an input for your chat model. So most of the chat models expect this style of prompts to be inputted. So when you're trying to use a prompt template that's defined by using prompt template, the prompt template class, it does not actually let you define roles like we have defined, and it does not let you structure your prompt with different messages, each message having a different role associated with it. So that does not happen with prompt template. So that's the key distinction between using prompt template class and using chat prompt template. I hope that whatever exercise that we have conducted right now is pretty much straightforward, where we have essentially looked at creating a sequential chain, which involves creating the prompt, that is carving out the prompt from an existing prompt template. Also use a proper chat model in order to respond to the given query here. Okay. In the next session, we will try to expand this particular chain to also include output parsers. And that's all in this particular session. And thanks for watching.